How's everybody doing? I am G, the seeker of truth. This here is Spiritual Stake, and yes, your spirit is at stake. We are in the midst of our Bible breakdown, our Bible study, our Bible dissection, our burn and learn, our smoking study session. We are in Genesis chapter 34. A quick overview of 33. Jacob is greeted by Esau. They finally reunite, finally meet each other. Jacob thought it was going to be all bad. Esau had nothing but love for the brother. They hugged, they cried together, they reminisced. Esau tried to give Jacob back all the gifts that Jacob had sent to him through the messengers. Jacob refused to take them back. Esau kept the gifts. They parted ways in love. And I was saying that my overtake of that was love, But right after I did the video, the thought came to me that it was about forgiveness, right? And the forgiveness was on the part of Esau, and it wasn't highlighted. It was not highlighted like Esau had or Esau went through a stage to where he had to learn to forgive. But the overtake of 33 was the power of forgiveness. And the question that I propose today is, who of us can be like Esau? Who can be done so dirty, treated so wrong, and still embrace the person that did you wrong with open arms and it's genuine love because you genuinely forgave that person? Forgiveness, they say forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. And I believe that if Esau would have held on to that, he wouldn't have been able to accept his brother. Neither would he have been as prosperous as he was, because when he was giving giving Jacob back the gifts, he like, here, I don't need them. I'm straight. So forgive that person. Forgive that person. It don't matter how long ago it was. Forgive that person. Even if they did the worst of the worst to you, you have to forgive that person in order to truly grow. Because once you grow, you start making different connections in life. And you actually get to the point to meet the people that you need to meet to help elevate you to that next level in life. But that is a quick overview of 33. Forgiveness. Forgive. Forgive and grow. Excuse me. So, we're not going to hold it up any longer. We're going to jump right on into chapter 34. If you're going to fire up, go on fire up. And y'all know how we do. With no further ado. And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and defiled her. And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. And he loved the damsel and spake kindly unto the damsel. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, get me this damsel to wife. And Jacob heard that he had defiled Dinah, his daughter. Now his sons were with his cattle in the field, and Jacob held his peace until they were come. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out unto Jacob to commune with him. And the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they heard it, and the men were grieved, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel in lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. And Hamor communed with them, saying, the soul of my son Shechem longeth for your daughter. I pray you give her him to wife, and make ye marriages with us, and give your daughters unto us, and take our daughters unto you. And ye shall dwell with us, and the land shall be before you. Dwell and trade ye therein, and get you possessions therein. And Shechem said unto her father and unto her brethren, let me find grace in your eyes, and what ye shall say unto me I will give. Ask me never so much dowry and gift, and I will give according as ye shall say unto me. But give me the damsel to wife. And the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor, his father, deceitfully, and said, because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said unto them, we cannot do this thing to give our sister to one that is uncircumcised, for that were a reproach to us. But in this we will consent unto you, if ye will be as we be, that every male of you be circumcised, then will we give our daughters unto you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and will become one people. But if you will not hearken unto us to be circumcised, then will we take our daughter, and we will be gone. And their words pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son. And the young man deferred not to do the thing, because he had delighted in Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all the house of his father. And Hamor and Shechem, his son, came unto the gate of their city and communed with the men of their city, saying, these men are peaceable with us. Therefore, let them dwell in the land and trade therein for the land. Behold, it is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us for wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only herein will the men consent unto us for to dwell with us, to be one people, if every male amongst us be circumcised, as they are circumcised, shall not eat their cattle and their substance, and every beast of theirs be ours. Only let us consent unto them, and they will dwell with us. So we're going to take a pause right there just to catch up on what's going on real quick. Jacob's daughter has been defiled by Hamor's son, Shechem. But after he defiled the daughter, he fell in love with her. He wanted her. And so he went to her daddy like, I don't care what we got to do, daddy. We got to get her. Like, I want her. But Jacob and his sons, they already know about the defile, and so they are already set up to deceive the man. Like, we finna go and deceive them. We gonna tell them that they gotta get circumcised, and we all know what a circumcision is, right? So Hamor and Shechem go back to their people and tell them that these people is blessed. We need them to live with us, and they are willing to live with us and take our daughters to be their wives, and are going to give us their daughters to be our wives. But we all, the men, have to be circumcised. 24. And unto Hamor and unto Shechem his son hearkened all that went out of the gate of his city, and every male was circumcised, all that went out of the gate of his city. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword, and came upon the city boldly, and slew all the males. And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house, and went out. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain, and spoiled the city, because they had defiled their sister. They took their sheep and their oxen and their asses, and that which was in the city, and that which was in the field, and all their wealth, and all their little ones, and their wives took they captive, and spoiled even all that was in the house. Excuse me. And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. I'm going to get that one too. And I being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. And they said, should he deal with our sister as with an harlot? So, Dinah was defiled by the son of Hamor, Shechem. Shechem fell in love with him. He was intrigued, mesmerized, captivated. And so he wanted to be his wife, and told his dad to go and talk with Jacob so they could work out some type of arrangement that Dinah could be Shechem's. they come up with a plan that we gonna tell them that they gotta be circumcised like we circumcised because they uncircumcised. They are disgusting to us. They are reproach. So all the men in the city get circumcised just so they could be able to wife the daughters of Jacob. More in particular, just so Shechem could get Dinah, which he've already defiled. So after all these men that been circumcised, 2 days later, they sow. Say Simeon and Levi go through there with some souls. Knocked them all off. So they came to him and said, why Chag killed all the men in the city. Took the women captive. Took all the cattle, took everything. And then they say in 30, and Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites, and I being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. So Jacob is like, why y'all do that? Why would y'all do that? Y'all done went there now. I'm going to be looked at. I'm the enemy of the land. And I ain't got that many people with me. I'm not that deep. We not that deep for y'all to have went through here and slayed this whole little village. And it took all this. What about them people? What they going to do? They could get together. They could come in and knock us off. And we all gone. But Simeon and Levi like, hey, that's their fault. Should he have dealt with our sister like she was a harlot? Now, I don't believe the women had nothing to do with this. And it wasn't all the men that had to do with this, partaking of the defiling of Dinah. So, do you think they overreacted by slaying all the men? Or do you think they was right on with what they did? What would you have done if it was your sister? What would you have done if it was your sister? Would you have negotiated to work out the peace, to keep the peace, because you know that if you go into battle, that there's a chance that you will lose? Or would you be like Simeon and Levi and say, hey, we standing up for ours? That's a great question to ask yourself. And depending on how you answer, you know. Honestly, though, because, you know, I don't want the socially acceptable answer. I want the real, truthful, honest answer. The first answer to come to your mind because that's the true answer, right? But anyway, that was Genesis chapter 34. Levi and Simeon got revenge for their sister after she got defiled by Hamor's son Shechem. Jacob didn't like it. Levi, Simeon, they stood on business. They ain't sorry. They not remorseful. That's how it is. I'm G, the seeker of truth. This here is Spiritual State. And until next time, y'all stay elevated.